Hey, hola, bonjour, ça va? It's me, the Lost Canuck. Welcome out to the barbecue barn. And it's an exciting day today, and the reason we're out in the barbecue barn is I got this new box delivered to me the other day, and I'm itching to get inside. Okay, so I've been doing a lot of research on portable pellet grills, okay? And I think I've arrived at the one that's the ultimate. And I'm going to do well, it's the ultimate on paper. We're going to find out. But today's video, I've got the Pi 1 Pro portable pellet grill. And I'll put a picture of it up here, what it looks like from their website. And I'm going to do an unboxing. Got it in the box, got to take it out, put it together, see what you get. Do a burn-in. And give you my initial reaction, tell you how I think this thing's going. And hey, look, after I'm all done this, I'll give you my honest opinion. And then tomorrow or the next day, I'm gonna do a cook on this thing and see how it works. So let's get this thing out of the box, take a look at it. But first, let's roll that intro. All right, well, I got excited and opened the box, the top anyways, and you get this really nice instruction manual. I'll just put that over here for now. These guys are brand new. They haven't been out for a while. But on paper, this thing looks like the ultimate pellet grill, pellet smoker. Who's this thing made for? Well, if you like tailgating, like I do, camping, fishing, ice fishing in the winter, this would be awesome for that. Sporting events, anything like that. You want to, like, I go up to Canada to my mom's house all the time. I missed my pellet grill. Well, I can take this with me now, and we can do a pork butt or whatever. So that's who this thing's made for. It's ultra portable, and see what you get here. So you get this looks like a grate tool that you take the grates out with, and obviously the power supply. And another thing that really makes this thing interesting is it's the world's first dual battery operated. Like, you don't plug this thing in unless you're charging the batteries, but it's totally off the grid, which is really cool too. So you don't need a generator, you don't need to plug it into your truck somehow or a 110. You can go to the moon with this thing and it'll work. Well, maybe it won't work on the moon, there's no oxygen. Anyways, what else do you get in here? You get looks like they give you a meat probe, little badge, I don't know what that is. It's well packed. That's the battery, yeah. All right, so I got it out of the box. I got to figure out how to get the bottom off, and then I'll be right back with the grill. Okay, well, I got the styrofoam off the bottom. This thing weighs about, I'd say 50, 60 pounds in there, and it's pretty cool looking. There's foldable side shelves that act as the handle, which is nice. So I'm going to fold those down. So that's the full view of it. Now, for portability, for transport, there's these little latches on the side that latch the hood down. Now it looks like I have to attach the handle to it. Now, one thing I forgot to say is this is all stainless steel, which is kind of cool. Well, looks like you get they send you a hat. All right, which is kind of cool. Nice one. And a cover. It's a cover for your grill if you keep it outside, like on a little table or something. So I got the Pro. So you get this aluminum with this coating. I don't know if it's Teflon coated or some sort of non-stick, but it's it's pretty nice. This is a nice grill. Okay, and then I'll show you what that is in a second. I'll take it off the tripod after I give you the overview. And that's a 10-pound. There's a 10-pound pellet hopper here. Put your pellets in. Oh, there's even a pellet sensor in there. So that's the unbox. Let's take the thing off the tripod so you guys can see what it looks like. That's the controller. I don't have it plugged in. There's two temperature probe ports. I only got one. This apparently is for some sort of propane burner they talked about, but I didn't get that. And like I say, it's got a 10-pound hopper, all stainless. Everything in here is stainless except for the grate. I'll show you that in a second. Now, there's a ash drawer for all the ash that comes out of it, which is kind of neat. There's a now this is their flavor infuser. One side's for liquid for keeping your cook moist, and the other side is for wood chips for additional smoke. And this little compartment, I'm not sure if that, oh, that's the grease tray. So there's a grease tray there for that. If I can get that back in, there we go. Everything's a little tight because it's new. What else? Oh, here is the grill, like I just showed you, aluminum. Another interesting thing is this has the ability to sear. So you see this little handle? Pull the handle and it opens this little daisy wheel for direct access to your burn pot, which is kind of cool. Okay, so I'm going to disconnect this little rod here, and then we're going to pull the deflector pan out and see what's underneath. Okay, so I've disconnected the rod. Now you can see the deflector and grease collection is it's tilted towards this side. There's a couple of slots here that obviously drop into your grease collection system. So let's take off this deflector plate. There's the burn pot, and it's perforated in the bottom, and that's to pull this ashtray out. That's the grease collection area. Your flavor infuser is right under here that I pulled out earlier. And there's your hot rod to get this thing started. So it's pretty simple. Oh, and I think your temperature sensor is right behind this little plate here. So that's the guts of it. Yeah, that's it. So let's, what do you say we charge up a battery, do a burn off. Probably have to prime the burn pot here and get it going. But this is pretty cool. Like I say, it's all stainless steel, everything. I'm gonna wipe it all down. Oh, I got to put the handle on. Looks like that's the only assembly. So let's get the handle on. Oh, and I forgot I didn't do a walk around showing the back of this thing. So that's the back. Here's my batteries that I need to charge. Flip up shelf. So it's a pretty simple little unit. This is really neat. All right. Well, that's it with the handle on it. Because that's the only install you have to really do. Is just put the handle on it. So I'm gonna wipe it all down, clean it up a bit. Here's the battery that comes with it. Yeah, I got two, and supposedly you're supposed to get 10 hours of run time out of these batteries. What's it say on here? 18,000 milliamp hours, 65 watts. Now, look at that. I took it out and it turned red on me. Don't know what that means. We'll find out. Well, it's almost charged now. Look at that. It's got 3 out of the 4 bars, but I'm going to charge it up just to make sure. Lost Canuck forgot to tell you a couple things about this portable pellet smoker. These are the louvers in the back here to let the smoke out. There's no way to control that, so they're just little louvers. And then these are louvers down here for all your internal electrical components, I'm sure the fan, auger, etc., just to release some of the heat. And then lastly, what I forgot to mention was this is not a charger, okay? It's an AC adapter, so if you do run out of batteries or you want to run this not on your batteries, you connect your AC adapter right here. I'll show you how that works. Just plugs right in like that. There it is. A couple other features I did forget to tell you now that I've read the manual over here a little bit. Temperature range for this grill is 180 at the low end to 500 at the high end. Lastly, you're probably saying, hey, Lost Canuck, what's this weird circle here? Well, I did a little research, and well, right now it's for nothing. But what it was supposed to be for was you pushed it down and then pushed it out of the way. And then there was supposed to be like a little propane, I don't know, flame thing that went in here. But that's not available on their website. So I guess maybe that was, they didn't want to do that anymore. Anyway, so that's what that's all about. And then, hey, there's this little badge that came with it, you know, and it's magnetic. And hey, even though this is all 100% stainless steel, which is beautiful, by the way, it's not 300 series, which is austenitic, or sorry, which is non-austenitic, or it's not magnetic. This happens to be magnetic, so it's probably like a 400 series. Still won't rust, but it is magnetic, so I'm just going to put my little badge down here. All right, so what do you say I got the battery charged. It took a little while to get the battery all charged up, but she's all charged up now. So let's put the battery in, load this thing up with pellets, and to do the burn off. Now it says to do the burn off at 350 for about 45 minutes. So I'll probably do it an hour. But I'm excited. Let's get the burn off going. I'm going to wheel this outside and put the battery here in and get it going. All right, and just FYI, the battery just pushes into these little doors here. And if you want to eject the battery, you just press this little button and it pops out. And you take your battery right out. And these LED lights will stop after a few seconds. But I just put it back in. Now it's charged. Got all the bars. Okay, let's load this up with some pellets. Oh man, I'm excited. Look, before we go loading it up with pellets, I forgot to get some dimensions so you guys know how big this thing is. So the grill itself, the grilling area, is 14 3/8. Like that's outside to outside. Actual usable grilling space is about 13 and 5/8. Call it 13 5/8 usable grilling. That's between the ridges here. Now, the space itself is 14 1/2, and then the space this way is 13. Usable grilling, again, is about 12 1/4. Okay? And then, hey, let's see what the height is. Like, how big of can I get a pork butt in here or whatever? I think so. It looks like it's about 7 1/4. You got head space 7 1/4 up till you hit the top of this, so call it 7 inches. So you know the dimensions of the aluminum grate. And looks like this is the tool. The tool, by the way, doubles as a bottle opener, which is kind of comes in handy here in Wisconsin, right? So you just pick it up like that. So we're going to take that out because we are going to prime it with pellets. Oh, let's do one last dimensions. Look, if you have it on a tabletop, which a lot of you guys will, or a picnic table, it's 16 1/2 tall. And the dimensions, the widest part are 23. And then these fold up, right? So with them folded up for the back of your car. Probably the widest you'll need is about 25.5. And then with them folded down, I don't know why you need this dimension, but I'm going to give it to you anyways. It's about 48, 4 feet wingspan. All right, let's get those pellets like I promised. Okay, well, I've got a ton of these Furtado Farms pecan pellets left over from the test we did on the smokiness factor from the other pecans. So I'm just going to use this to do the initial. Now this is a 10 pound capacity hopper. There, that's plenty. Pick up some of the stragglers. All right, Lost Canuck, we got these loaded in. Close that up. Okay, now we're going to turn the power on and prime this thing. Fill the hopper, done that. Push the control knob once, turn the unit on. Screen will flash and then turn to solid screen. Push the control button a second time to get to the function screen. Okay. It's flashing, yeah. Then it should stop. Get to the function screen. Now I'm priming it. Yep, I can see the auger turning in there, so Lost Canuck sometimes slow on the uptake. Okay, it's got a nice little pile over top of the, let this go in a second. I can smell things burning. Push and hold the control knob. Keep holding the button, okay, and then release the control button. A little bit to get the hang of that. There, that's set at 350. Okay, well, I can see smoke coming out. So let's get our deflector put back together. Oh, another cool feature of this, which I discovered, is the lower part of this. This is all insulated, and the bottom's insulated, which is really nice. Okay, so it's set at 350. Let's wheel this outside and let it burn off. All right, well, we're back at the little Pi 1 portable pellet smoker. And I've been running it at 350 here for about an hour and 15 minutes just to burn everything off, and I think it's done that. It's been holding pretty steady here at 350. Well, it's been within 5 degrees, which isn't too bad for this little PID control system. It's a little different. There are only 2 probe ports, but there's 3 probe things here. So this must just be a standard PID controller that they used. And I got it to connect to Wi-Fi, so that was kind of cool. And let's see here. So we used 1 bar on the battery, and it's been about an hour and 15. Now, they say this thing's supposed to go at least 8 hours on 1 battery, so we'll have to put that to the test on a longer cook. And just open this up, take a look inside. Oh yeah, looks like she's all warm now. Now the only thing I really don't like, well, I don't know if it's not a like, it's a pet peeve, is, look, if you want to put more, I'm not going to touch this because it's super hot, and it says caution, hot. But if you want to put pellets in, you got to have a good pair of welding gloves or heat gloves to open the door to add pellets into the hopper, because this box is hot, even though it's got this stainless divider here. So just a pet peeve, just to be careful. Let me close this down. I'm gonna go get some just get my heat gun and just do a quick test. Okay, let's just see how hot our little grill grate got. 389, 387, 387, 384. I think it's hotter over here. Yep, 409. Okay, I'll do a biscuit test, but I would definitely say the left side, 399, 365. So this side's hotter than this side. The outside isn't bad. What's that? 94, 93, 92. Table surface, 80 degrees. So look, you can have this sitting on a picnic table, no problem, okay? Wooden picnic table, whatever. Look, I got my hand under here. It's not hot, okay? Now, if you have kids, though, this here, you know, I don't think I could. That's about, oh yeah, it's burning my fingers. So if a kid touched that, that would be hot. So look, safety warning here. If you have small children, you probably want to keep them away from this. Even the bottom part here, even though it's insulated, it does get warm. This part is really hot. Okay, that's Lost Canuck safety warning for the day. All right, I'm going to put this in cool down. And just supposed to go into fan mode, which it did. You can see it's just lit up as fan. It'll run like this for about 10 minutes. Let it cool down, and then it'll shut off. So I will. It's dark out, and it's night now. So tomorrow for lunch, we're going to try our first cook on here and include that in the video. Maybe a little steak or something, and we'll have it for lunch and do a quick sear on it. See you in the morning. Hey, it's the Lost Canuck here again. Hey, we're upstairs, and for our first cook on the Pi 1 Pro portable pellet grill, I thought we'd do something real simple that I can test the smoke and test the searing. Do a couple of little chuck eye steaks. So real simple seasoning. I'm just going to spray a little olive oil on them for binder. Make sure that that's all over evenly over the surface. Both sides. Give her another spray. Just enough to hold the rub on. Okay, so I'm using Meat Mitch's Steer Season. Light coating. Not too much. All right, we're gonna let that sweat in the fridge for a few minutes while I go outside and start up the Pi 1 Pro pellet grill. Now, just to demonstrate that it is portable and built for tailgating, I happen to have my old truck out there with the tailgate down that I put the grill on. So we'll check and see how well it works. See you down at the pit. All right, well, we're down at my Dodge Ramcharger. It's my 1975 Dodge Ramcharger. Got the tailgate down, and let's get ready to do some tailgating here. So we're going to put a little smoke on. I still have plenty of pellets left in there from the burn-in. Charged the battery, so our battery's all charged up. This is only one battery, and you're supposed to get about 8 hours of service out of one. I have two batteries, so I could go overnight cooks or whatever. Plus they're hot swappable, which is kind of cool. While you have one in, you can stick another one in and pull this out to charge. So let's put it in. Our little garage door just snaps into place. It's got 4 bars. Probably can't see that. And just for fun, when I get the meat in, I'm going to do one last little test on the meat stick before I finish my initial review on this. So far it's been working great. Pretty happy with this Meat Stick 5. So we're going to leave that there. We'll get this thing fired up. I'm going to let her smoke at 220. And just for fun, but there's this little auxiliary chamber here, and I threw some my hickory wood chips in from my Lone Star grill. I'm going to put some water in here too, just to keep the moisture in the smoke. All right, I emptied out the little burn pot. So it says it's lighting, so we'll get this thing up to 225, put our little chuck eyes on, and see how it works. See when it's time to put on the meat. All right, just to show you this thing, it does smoke. I don't know if you could see it last night when I had it in the dark, but this thing does produce nice smoke. Hey, I'm back at the pit. A little Pi 1 Pro portable pellet grill. And, well, it's been sitting here hovering right around 220, plus or minus 4 degrees. What are we at there? 216. So it shoots up and down. It's a plus or minus 3, which is pretty good for a little mini grill like this. And look at that, it's 218 already. So what we're going to do is I got the chuck eyes down here. I'm going to throw a meat stick, the meat stick 5 in to do a little test. So let's get that inserted. We'll put it into the thickest steak here. Okay, so let's throw some smoke on these. We'll smoke them for about an hour, up to an hour and a half. And we'll just put one on each side of the burn pot here. Well, you know the grate's hot because it's sizzling. So let's get some smoke on there. Do a little, wait till the system comes up. I'll open the little iris gate over the burn pot, and we'll sear them off. So I'll see you when it's time to sear them up. Okay, well, we're back. The internal temperature has been reached for my minimum. So I'm going to pull, oh boy, these are tender. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm going to pull these off. My meat stick's actually working great. It told me the minimum internal of 120 was reached. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this back up, and we are going to set the temperature for 450, and then we'll open up the little daisy wheel there and sear up the steaks. So let's do that. Well, I hear the fan kicking up into high gear, and so like I say, they've reached the minimum internal of was 118. Set this up high and open the daisy wheel up, sear them up, and they should be perfect. And then we'll go upstairs and check them out on the cutting board. Now, I don't know if you can see these, but these are chuck eyes, okay? I got these from Billy over at Hagberg's Meats in Lake Elmo. He's got the best shop going, okay? So if you're ever in the Twin Cities area and you're looking for a good cut of meat, go to Hagberg's, talk to Billy. That guy, he's so good. He'll bend over backwards to help you get whatever cut you want. Custom, whatever you need. He's a great guy. Talk to Billy. All right, so just going to let these hang out here with me until the grill gets heated up, and then we're going to sear them. So, see you in a minute. All right, well, it is time to pull these steaks off and put them over the searing area. So, when you have the daisy wheel open, the lid's always supposed to be open. Let's just do a quick grate temp, 500 degrees. Yeah. So it's hot. Put this one here. Oh yeah. I don't know if you guys can hear that. We'll set the old Gen X timer for a minute. Sear them both sides. I'm not sure what this coating they have on the aluminum is, but it seems to be pretty non-stick. This thing's built heavy, just FYI, from what I've been seeing. Double wall construction here, all three sides except this end panel. The rest of this is insulated. And just if you wonder why there's smoke coming out of here while I have it set up so high, those little chips that I put in that little pan, they ignited, and this thing was super smoking, all right? And those are Smokin'-licious Minuto number 4 chips. I had some hickory ones laying around from my Lone Star that I wasn't using. All right, well, it's almost been a minute. Let's see if this thing can sear. This thing's pretty quiet. Like everything's DC motors on it, so it's fairly quiet. So yeah, if you're looking for something for the beach, tailgating, whatever, it seems like it's a pretty cool option. I'm impressed so far. But we'll leave final judgment for upstairs in the barbecue lab when we're all sitting down and we can talk about this thing. All right, that's been long enough. Let's put it on my fancy plate here. Oh yeah, that's seared up, nice. Oh boy, these little chuck eye steaks, they look great. Okay, I'm going to close the daisy wheel. Closed. I'm going to turn this off. Now the fan will stay lit. It's going to cool off, burn off all the pellets. I'm just going to close this up. So that's that. That's our chuck eye steak demo. They turned out very nice. Looks like I got a bit of smoke on them. Seared them up. Oh yeah, they're crusty. So this thing is going to sit here in fan mode. I think it runs for about 10 minutes, lets everything cool off. And that's still smoke from my chip tray. Maybe I should take that out. Hang on. Take it out and dump it. I don't know, I've never experienced a pellet grill this cool before. See? There's my wood chips smoking away. So I'm going to dispose of these in my fire pit safely. It's pretty neat. Plus, I love the little wood handles, like the little touches they do on this. So it's cooling off. Let's go inside. Hey, it's me, the Lost Canuck. Well, we're upstairs in the barbecue lab after we smoked and reverse seared these little chuck eye steaks. Super tender steak. And if you don't know what a chuck eye is, talk to your local butcher. They are so delicious. So let's cut into this, see how we did. Well, I would say that's a pretty decent medium. Oh yeah, very juicy. Ooh, I can smell the smoke from that little pie one. Oh yeah, look at that. You see how juicy that is? All right. Well, let's take a couple of pieces out of here and see how it tastes. I'll give one to the temporary videographer. There's one for the, well, I'll eat this one. All right. Cheers. It's got a good crust on here, so that thing can sear. I'm going to sit down with the family for supper here, so we're going to eat these, and I'll give you my final thoughts and conclusions in the morning. Let you know final verdict on my first run of the Pi 1 Pro pellet grill, portable pellet grill. All right, we'll talk to you in the morning. Hey, Lost Canuck up here upstairs in the barbecue lab. So, it's too bad you guys couldn't taste that chuck eye steak on the screen. It was amazing. So let's go through the final thoughts and conclusions for the Pi 1 Pro portable pellet smoker. Hey, I didn't really have any problems with it. The only thing was today that little latch on my pinwheel closing thing, it's not working properly for me. So what I did was I got a hold of Pi Living, called them up, said, hey, there's a problem here. Look, without hesitation, these guys are sending me a brand new piece. They said it was a manufacturing defect. Stand-up people, great company. I could get a hold of anybody there. Just so you guys know, 5-year warranty on this thing too, so it's covered. But besides that, look, it's built solid. You know, maybe I had a strange one, but they're backing me up. They're taking care of their problem, so I've got no problems with it. It's a solid unit. It's portable. It's the price isn't so bad. You could take it to the beach. You could take it to your ice shack. You could take it hunting, camping, fishing, pretty much it'll go anywhere with you. Look, if I can pick it up and bring it around, anybody can. So this little pie one, I'm going to say Lost Canuck approved. It's really good. And don't take my word for it, okay? I'm just one guy. Why don't you special shout out to Tom Horsman, who also has a great barbecue channel. I recommend you check it out. He's got one. He's been reviewing it and testing it, and he likes his. I like mine. I'm going to leave some links down below. You can check out Tom Horsman's video on it. Again, did a good job for him. It's doing a great job for me. That thing smokes, let me tell you. Plus, I put the wood chips in on the side, and when I brought it up to the high temperatures, that thing was pumping smoke out. So if you want even more smoke, it'll do it. When I was talking to Pi on the phone, they did mention a new firmware update's coming out. So when I first, couple pet peeves, when I first turned it on, yes, the temperature overshoots. I didn't like that. About 20, 30 degrees. Then you got to wait a little while for it to come back down. So apparently the firmware update's supposed to take care of that. It's a PID controller, so it's going to learn for a little bit anyways on your graph. The only other pet peeve was that little latch thing wasn't working so well, but they're taking care of that one. So anyways, don't need my cooking hat on for the rest of this. So if you're interested in this Pi portable pellet grill, and there's not a lot of videos out there on it, look, check out my link below. I'll put a link in for it. There's a 10% off coupon code if you want to use that. Save you a little money. Also, if you liked anything I used in the video, cutting board, knives, anything, check out my Lost Canuck affiliate links below. It helps the channel grow, helps me buy meat and things like that. So I get a small commission from any of those sales, but very small, trust me. Okay, you're at the end of the video. For all you new watchers, consider hitting that like, subscribe, and notify me bell. Really helps out my channel, especially hitting that like button. That really helps out my channel. And if you have the ability, hit that hype button. The hype super helps out my channel. So if you got that, do me a solid and hit that button if you can. And for all you returning subscribers, look, I have a large pellet grill. I'm sure you guys do too. I got my Lone Star, I got a charcoal, I got everything. So this thing is going to be great for tailgating. Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. I don't approve a whole lot of stuff, but this thing's good. So consider that if you go to football or baseball or whatever, that kind of stuff. And you don't have to mess with propane tanks or bringing charcoal or lighting things. It goes. Okay, well that's all I have to say about that. Approved, good stuff. Pi one, you've done a nice job. Stainless steel grill. And final words. Lost Canuck says, as always, be kind to each other. It really matters. It's getting so tough out there. Mental health is super important, okay? Be kind. Okay, well, Lost Canuck says, bye-bye, take care, love you guys. See you on the next video.